Actually, the southeast has the deepest and the shortest access to the Atlantic Ocean compared to all of Nigeria. Since after the Biafran War of survival, Ndi Igbo have been hit with a barrage of lies and propaganda, concerning our access to the ocean, and in a condescending but rather popular phrase, our detractors say that the southeast or Anigbo is landlocked. But is Anigbo landlocked? The answer is no. Anigbo is not. Igbo land is not landlocked. And like I said earlier, we have one of the deepest access to the ocean. Now, with this, I would like to welcome you to another interesting episode at Voice of the Sun. Today, we'll be dispelling the lies and the propaganda that says that Igbo land, is landlocked and we do not have access to the ocean, which is something you will always hear in the Nigerian media space. So now, before we go ahead to discuss the geography of Anigbo, I would like for us to define what a landlocked region or country is, right? So, a country or region is considered landlocked when it is surrounded by one or more countries and therefore has no immediate coastline preceding, or providing access to the sea or the ocean. Now, simply put, this means that a landlocked country is a country that is inside another country. Now, with this definition, would you say that Igbo land is inside another country? The answer is no. The answer is no. So to understand the far reach of our land, Anigbo, let us dive into a little geography, and list the far reaches, not few, the far reaches of our land, Anigbo, before the Nigerian government, carved it out and turned them into the south, leaving us with just 5 southeastern states, right? So Igbo are located on both sides of the River Niger, and we occupy most of the old eastern region. Before we had southeast, we had at independence we had an old eastern region which compassed the 5 southeastern states, rivers. All the south states were under the what do you call it? The old eastern region, right? So let us look at that location, that geographical location. So Anigbo, that is what I love to call Anigbo. It measures up to 41,000 square kilometers, and it includes the old provinces of Onitsha, Owerri, East Rivers, which is Iguacha, which they renamed as Port Harcourt, and then we have Southwest Benin. No, not Southwest Benin. We have Southeast Benin, the Abo area, and then coming down Abo area, yes. Then we have West Ogoja, and then we have the Northeast Warri. All of these are the areas that you would find Igbo people all around the south, the old eastern Nigeria, right? So now a detailed study of Anigbo will show you that. So now I'm going into the rivers, the waterways, the tributaries we have in Anigbo. Now, a detailed study of our topography would show you that Abia State, Keta, Imo State, Anambra have some of the shortest distances, tributaries leading to the Atlantic Ocean. We have the Azumini or Azumiri in Abia State. We have Imo River. We have Omambala, which is River Niger. And then we have Oguta Lake in Imo State. We have Oseakwa River in Ihiala, Anambra State, which actually terminates in the southeast end of the Atlantic Ocean. And then these rivers I mentioned above, they all have very, very short navigational paths to the Atlantic Ocean. And geographically, they have far shorter distances. If you measure the distance, which is not measured in nautical miles, from land to the sea, measured in nautical miles. Not the nautical miles of these rivers, they are shorter than that of Calabar, Port Harcourt, Ibaka Seaport, to the Atlantic Ocean. One of my lights have gone off, but we must continue. So yeah. So the Azumini River in Abia State and the Imo River are basically 15 to 30 nautical miles to the beachhead of the Atlantic Ocean. Keep this in mind. The Azumini in Abia and the Imo River are 15 to 30 nautical miles to the beachhead of the Atlantic Ocean. And then we have the Obuaku River in Abia State, which is 25 nautical miles. 25 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean from the confluence of the Azumini River and the Imo River. Where the Azumini River and the Imo River meet, there you find the Obuaku River, and it has 25 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean. And then we have the Osakwa River in Ihiala, which I mentioned earlier, which is just a mere 18 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, and it has a depth of 65 feet, making it the deepest waterway to the Atlantic Ocean, the deepest natural waterway to the Atlantic Ocean in Nigeria as a whole. Other waterways, other seaports might be deep, but they were dredged. This one is 65 feet deep. Oseakwa River in Ihiala, Anambra State, the deepest in Nigeria naturally, right? So, and then we have Osemoto in Oguta. The pronunciation it's what I'm trying to get. I've not been there before. It's spelled Osemoto, Osemoto in Oguta. It has 18 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, right? So to understand why I said we have the shortest and the closest and the deepest waterways to the Atlantic Ocean, let us compare the rivers I mentioned above now in Anibo to the seaports in Nigeria. So actually the southeast has the deepest and the shortest access to the Atlantic Ocean compared to all of Nigeria. Since after the Biafran War of survival, Ndi Igbo have been hit with a barrage of lies and propaganda.
They call the Southeast landlocked. It's a fiction. Geography is stubborn. Look closer at these blue veins. Trace the Imo River from Aba. No dams, no waterfalls, just one blue highway straight to the Atlantic. Obuaku is only 25 nautical miles from the sea. That is functionally closer to the ocean than Lagos. Osiakwa holds a secret, a natural depth of 65 feet, deeper than the dredged channels of Lagos. This isn't the Caribbean, it's Azumini. That crystal blue water proves a deep channel free of silt. Biology debunks politics. These are mangroves in landlocked Abia. You don't find saltwater plants inland. Oguta Lake isn't a dead end, it's a funnel. The Orashi River carries it straight to the Gulf of Guinea. In 1907, the British used this river to move palm oil. The water didn't shrink, we just forgot. You don't dredge a dead end. The government is clearing Orashi because the Navy knows. It's a gate. Political borders are imaginary. Remove them and the landlocked southeast disappears. We are literal. Why choke in Lagos traffic? The Imo River offers a 25-mile express lane to the Atlantic. The Navy is building a base at Oguta. They need deep water. That base is the ultimate proof. Check the math. Osiakwa is 18 miles from the ocean. Oni is 60. We are closer to the sea. Geologically, this is the Benin Formation. The earth beneath Abia is the same as Port Harcourt. We call it estuarine continuity. No dams, just a continuous flow from the hinterland to the ocean. We burn billions trucking goods. The solution isn't roads. It's the blue highway in our backyard. The Supreme Court ruled on oil wells, not physics. Losing territory doesn't block a river's flow. Look at the width at Obuaku. This isn't a creek. It is a massive corridor waiting for a port. Southeast Nigeria is not landlocked. It is land-linked. We don't need a miracle, just dredgers.
Debunking the lies, Nigeria government and their allies spoke against the Biafrans. Either spoke or spoken. Anyhow way you want to take and make it take and beg. Just like that clip he finished watch, And I will try as much as possible to make sure that I make this message a very brief one. So that everybody will not get boring watching the content. So according to the message and information reaching us, and according to what you just finished to watch, these lies have been out there for a very long time. In fact, these lies have uncovered the whole truth about Biafra land, about the southeast, because that is the only thing Nigeria government is good in doing, and these lies have confused most of us, if not all of us, making us to believe that Biafra land is landlocked. No, Biafra land is not landlocked. This is Nigerians, everyone. I mean, Nigerian lies everyone believed. Even when I have not ventured into this to make some research, I believed in all these lies that, oh, we are landlocked, we have no any access to the sea. But let us just go into details now. And I will call so many countries that are doing well, which are landlocked. Let me just, before I proceed, I want to just make one research. So I call it a research, or I'll just work, let me just make one search now. So please, just grant me a few minutes of your time. Landlocked countries. Landlocked countries. Okay, let me say in the world. Landlocked countries in the world. Okay. And I will tell you their GDP and how they are doing well. Okay, we have there are 44 landlocked countries globally. 44 landlocked countries, meaning they have no direct access to an ocean, with significant numbers in Africa. 16 of them is in Africa. Okay, Asia have 15, Europe have 12, and South America have 2, featuring extremes like Kazakhstan, world's largest Vatican City. Kazakhstan is the world's largest, then Vatican City is the world's smallest, and Ethiopia most populous, with notable double landlocked nations like Uzbekistan and Liechtenstein. I repeat, and Liechtenstein. Before I proceed, let me just name, because some people, even if we are landlocked, my brother, it is not a sin for a country to be landlocked. We have the potential to break, histories. We have potential to break records. So let nobody deceive you or bamboozle you. We are landlocked. Okay, let's just take it. Yes, we are landlocked. Does it mean that we cannot be a country? That is total fallacy. Let me read. By continent, it said that Africa have 16, which is a Botswana. Even Burkina Faso is landlocked. Burundi, Central African Republic, Chad, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Malawi, Mali, Niger, Rwanda, South Sudan, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. They are all landlocked. But they are a country. Landlocked, but they are countries. Okay, Asia have 15. In that Asia, we have Afghanistan, we have Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bhutan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, Mongolia, Nepal, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, plus partially recognized Artsakh, South Ossetia, West Bank. Europe have 12 landlocked countries. Let us look towards Europe. Let us see. We have Andorra is landlocked. Austria, everybody is hearing about Austria. Austria, the mighty Austria, because they have Austria, they have Australia. The mighty Austria is also landlocked. Belarus, which everybody is hearing, is also landlocked. Belarus. Okay, Czech Republic is also landlocked. Hungary, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg. Do you know their GDP per capita? Luxembourg, one of the richest countries they have in the whole world, with the highest GDP, is also landlocked. Moldova, North Macedonia, San Marino, Serbia, Slovakia, even Switzerland that have the World Bank is also landlocked, but they are doing well. So let nobody gaslight you. Oh, you are landlocked to go. You are landlocked to go. Just tell them before 2023 election, what we can keep shouting is give me power, give me power. Just give us Biafra, give us, and see what we are going to do with it. We are landlocked, no problem. Don't give us access to the sea, because we have to cross some states that belong to either to the zoo or the ones who say they are not part of Biafra, right? And nobody is going to forbid us from dredging that. 12 kilometers from Abia State to Azumuri River. Wouldn't be that river in Abia State. to the sea, 12 kilometers vertical. So let us believe, oh, we are landlocked, but we can still do things. Imagine Switzerland is landlocked. Vatican City, where everybody, even Pope today, is also landlocked. Kosovo is also landlocked. South America have two, Bolivia and Paraguay. Let me just, let me put it there. Key facts. The largest is Kazakhstan in Asia. The largest landlocked country is Kazakhstan in Asia, but it's a country. Largest. Then the smallest is the Vatican City in Europe. The most populous in those landlocked countries is also Ethiopia here in Africa. The double landlocked, their own is double, is Uzbekistan, it is in Asia, and Liechtenstein, Europe, are surrounded by other landlocked nations. These countries, the country who surround them is also landlocked. They are also countries. Let nobody gaslight you again, my brother. We are here on this media to debunk every lie that have been tormenting us for a very long time. Either us, or few of us, or all of us. But the fact there is that there is tormenting. So these lies is what keep on tormenting us for a very long time. You are landlocked, 5 plots of land. Look at the countries that are landlocked. Even most of them, their politicians have investments there. They have skyscrapers, they have buildings there. In that same landlocked country. Don't worry. When we are landlocked, you come, When we are landlocked, when we get our country, come and live. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. John Cena said, you cannot see me. Give me. My weekend, give us Biafra. In fact, just give us. Leave what I'm going to do with it. Just give us. We are landlocked, no problem. Just give us. I beg you, let us just take a few comments because we keep on debunking all these rumors. The rumors of 1966 coup, we don't kill that one since nobody's talking about it again. Because if you remember 1996 coup and tell me it's an Igbo coup, then let me not talk the one and I never see or I never witness. 2025 coup is Fulani coup, right? Okay, let's say not Fulani coup, but 1966 coup is never an Igbo coup because this one, all of them are Fulanis. But the one they call Igbo coup is merely 4 people from the southeast, 4 people from the southwest. Then the rest of them are from the northeast, northwest, and north central. 15 of them. You have only 4 that you call it an Igbo coup. That is total madness. Let us see. Anne Mena Uzochukwuliwa said, then the 5 governors should combine and embark on a dredging and building a sea or what is holding them back. Favor said, thank you for this information. This has been the main reason we greatly sought after our brothers from the south, but we were openly rejected by them. The oil are not actually the main factor because the most important aspect of resources are human development, and we the Igbos are highly gifted but not offered the opportunity to showcase our natural talent by the Nigerian state. Mark Frank said it was originally called Osomoto. The name was derived from a particular bus stop where commuters conveyed to get vehicles to their various destinations. Due to the scarcity of vehicles then, people would run to get into the vehicle at any attempt of the driver to stop at the bus stop. The place is at Ebu, close to Ugwata. Okay. Peter Nkasi said, you are missing the point. All those rivers you mentioned flow through states before getting to the Atlantic Ocean. That is the main point. The states in East do not have a coastline. I hope this helps why the Southeast is landlocked. It is not a country but as a region. It has no Atlantic coastline but rivers that flow to the Atlantic Ocean. We have a lot of response that goes to this guy. So let's see. Chem Emmanuel said, just shut up, please. Antonio Hedem said, there is a seaport in Hamburg, Germany. Hamburg, Germany. How far, my brother? Hamburg, Germany have no any direct to the sea. You have to cross to other cities. So let's continue. Chinemelu Maswell said, don't mind the idiot with his expansionist idea of claiming what the Igbos cannot have. Promise said, Peter and Cassie said, you are totally wrong. Try and visit these states, he mentioned, before saying your rubbish. Okay, Gosono Aloka Ekulide said, no, we are not landlocked. Osemoto River in Uguta means Motor Park River. Okay? Henry Ukwama said, Delta and Edo was not part of Eastern region. Who called you for this matter now? Who called you? Oluku don't comment. Okay? Said, guys, stop bringing insult to Igbos. We have only 5 states, but Ali Igbo isn't landlocked. That is the simple truth. Believe it or you leave it. Kenneth Eze said, please, Ukwama, Igbo name, what is your problem with Igbos? Are you better than Igbos? A question I've been asked. Anyway, my people are here, we'll take back break and I'll hear my voice again when I come back. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Sirimen Amandia Neze. You can call me Ukurora One Nation. Today is Monday and it shall be well with all of us. Please help me to circulate this message and let it go viral. Like, share, comment, and make sure you follow us on all our social media handles. Okay, Messiano.